guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be looking at the Group C of the European Championships 2020. So the question, guys, probably the biggest question I have for you guys is how far Netherlands can go, because obviously you can see the table right here. And as you can see, Netherlands, so far so good. They have won all of their 3 matches. They have 9 points. They have 8 goals for, only 2 goals against, goal differential of +6. Actually, they have scored 8 goals, which I do believe is the most of any team. Belgium scored 7, Italy scored 7, England scored only 2, but they managed, I don't know how, but they managed to win the group. Then Sweden scoring 4, Spain scoring 6, of course, scoring 5 in that last game against Slovakia today. France scoring 4, Germany 6, Portugal 7, Hungary 3. So actually, Netherlands, they have been able to score the most amount of goals from any team at the group stage of at this year's European Championship. So they have been looking actually pretty good. Definitely definitely better than a lot of people, I would say, not expected, but like a lot of people I think are not giving enough credit to the Netherlands and the way they have been playing. But obviously, guys, we have to look at the fact that this group C, like honestly, it wasn't very strong group. You have Austria at second place, Ukraine, and then of course North Macedonia, arguably the easiest opponent to play against this tournament. Like, look just at Group F, Group of Death, Germany. You have France, you have Portugal, and Hungary, which has been playing amazingly well. Like, I honestly think that, of course, France and also Germany, they made a draw with Hungary, and Portugal, at 84th minute it was still 0-0, and like Hungary could have been leading 1-0. So I think if Hungary was facing like Netherlands, definitely the Netherlands players could have some problems. So, the one thing is that the people are not giving enough credit to the players of Netherlands. The other thing, which we can clearly see, is that this group for Netherlands was quite easy, arguably. You must say that this was probably the easiest group out there. So Netherlands, I would say they also got pretty lucky in the draw. Here you can see the games. Again, first game, Austria beating North Macedonia 3-1, no problems there. Netherlands, however, this was a very good game. Netherlands facing Ukraine. It ended with 3-2 victory for Netherlands. They had 2-0 lead, but then Ukraine was somehow, they managed to come back. They were able to equalize and make it 2-2. Two goals all, and then Netherlands, of course, scoring. I do believe it was Dumfries, he was just absolutely special this tournament, and I do believe scored the winner. Then Ukraine defeating North Macedonia 2-1, Netherlands defeating Austria 2-0. Austria defeating Ukraine in that very vital last game 1-0, and Netherlands defeating at home at Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam North Macedonia comfortably. Sorry for that, comfortably 3-0. So these are your matches from the Group C. And again, let's look at the main scene here, and let's look at all of these teams here at Flash Score. So here we go. Netherlands, they have currently 7-game streak without losing a single game, as you can see right here. For Netherlands, 6 wins, 1 draw, of course, so far. 3-2 win over Ukraine, 2-0 victory over Austria, 3-0 victory over North Macedonia, and they already know who they will be facing next, and it will be the Czech Republic. Definitely, it is very hard to play Czech Republic. We know how Czech Republic played against Scotland, how they made a draw with Croatia, and how they really made it tough for England at Wembley, so it will be a very interesting match. Netherlands against Czech Republic. Here it is. They are saying that it will be played at Budapest Ferenc Puskás Arena, which is pretty weird to me because I thought it would be played at Amsterdam at Johan Cruyff Arena. But we should see. I don't know how they will manage to do it. but I would imagine that probably they will play in Amsterdam, but not completely sure because again, here you have Budapest. And let's look at the best players for Netherlands at this tournament, shall we? So the best players, you can see them right here. So the best player, just let's look at top three for each team, okay? So the best player for Netherlands so far this tournament, again, according to the SOFA score, Wijnaldum with an average rating 7.7. The second best player, Memphis Depay, 7.67 for him. And the third best player, the midfielder from FC Barcelona, Frankie de Jong, with an average rating 7.57. So again, guys, Netherlands right here, 9 points at the top of the group. The question I have for you guys is how far can this Netherlands team under the leadership of Frank de Boer go? Please, guys, tell me in the comments, how far do you think Netherlands can go? And right now, let's switch to these guys, to Austria. So Austria is the second team in this group. I would say they really surprised me because I thought that Ukraine would be able to get that second spot, but no, Austria was able to defeat Ukraine in the deciding game. As you can see here, Austria defeated North Macedonia in an opening game 3-1. Then they lost against Netherlands 0-2, but they were able to defeat Ukraine 1-0, and they really had an upper hand in this match against Ukraine. They were really the better team, and they will be facing next this Saturday Italy. So it will be a very, very tough game here. Italy against Austria. I think like this is a clear win for Italy. I like honestly I see no way how Austria could defeat Italy here. And yeah, it should be played at Wembley apparently. So that's what where it should be played. And here you can see the best players for Austria so far this tournament. Actually, it is Michal Gregoric as the best player for Austria. To be quite honest, I didn't watch the first two games of Austria, so I don't really remember this guy, but apparently he was playing pretty well. Then again, you have David Alaba, the defender, the second best player, and the third best player according to SofaScore again, Marcel Sabitzer, the very talented and very elegant midfielder from RB Leipzig. Let's look at Ukraine right now. So, Ukraine, before this tournament, they had a pretty good streak without losing a single game. As you can see here, 5 games without loss. Actually, they were 6 games without losing a single game before this European Championship started. As you can see here, they were also able to make a draw at France. So against France, they were playing in France and they were able to draw 1-1. So very good result there for Ukraine. Then they made draw with Finland and also Kazakhstan. They made draw with Bahrain. They won over Northern Ireland and they were able to defeat Cyprus. So again, not really tough opponents there. But their first opening game against Netherlands, they lost 2-3. Then they they won over North Macedonia 2-1. It was a very tough game, but eventually Ukraine was able to win it. And they lost against Austria in the last game 0-1. So eventually, guys, it wasn't a good tournament at all for Ukraine, I would say. Especially that last game against Austria was very, very very frustrating. They didn't play well. Austria really was able to outplay them, but I don't know how, but somehow Ukraine was able to make it to the last 16. So as you can see here, it is already said it will be Sweden against Ukraine in the last 16. And again, guys, I will be doing, a separate video for each single matchup, for each round of 16 matchups. So you can also be looking forward to that. And let's look at the best players for Ukraine, shall we? So as you can see here, right here, it is Andriy Yarmolenko as the best player from Ukraine according to SofaScore 7.4. His average rating, Roman Yaremchuk, the second best player, 7.2 average rating, and Ruslan Malinovsky 7.13. So again, these are the 3 most dangerous players from Ukraine: Yarmolenko, Yaremchuk, Malinovsky. If Sweden has to be the Swedish defense, if they have to be aware about someone on the pitch, they definitely have to know where these 3 guys are and what they are doing, because they are very, very dangerous. Yarmolenko, Yaremchuk, Malinovsky. So this is Ukraine, North Macedonia. Here we go. Of course, North Macedonia, they have lost all of the 3 games. 1-3 to Austria, 1-2 to Ukraine, 0-3 to Netherlands. But This was not really, they just enjoyed. The whole nation was very happy that they made it to the Euro 2020. This was just a great, a great celebration of football at North Macedonia. So it was really not about winning. It was not about making it from the group stage. It was more about the process and enjoying the moment, enjoying being out there. And they played pretty solid game against Ukraine. They played fairly well against Austria. Of course, the last game against Netherlands, they wanted to open the game a little bit more, maybe try to score some goals against Netherlands at Johan Cruyff Arena. They weren't able to do it, but overall, I would say they just enjoy themselves. And let's look at the best players. The best player, goalkeeper, Dimitrievski. The second best player, Enis Bardi. And the third best player, Goran Pandev. What a legend it is. Goran Pandev, of course, he's ending his international career after this European Championship. So kudos to him. Goran Pandev, great player for his country. He represented North Macedonia for his whole life, basically for many, many games. He had a great career, also club career, but also international. So congratulations to him. And it was very, very nice, like farewell for Goran Pandev at Amsterdam in that last game against Netherlands. The Netherlands, they actually prepared for him a very nice farewell. So kudos to Netherlands as well. So yeah, this is your group. Group C, here you go. Netherlands have made it through, Austria also making it through, and also Ukraine. Who would have said it, guys, before this tournament started, that 3 teams out of this group would make it to the last 16? But you see, Ukraine, even only one win over North Macedonia was enough for the team of Andriy Shevchenko to make it to the last 16. So, 3 out of these 4 teams we will be seeing in the knockout stage. Hopefully, they will do well. And yeah, this is your review for the Group C, guys. Again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely please subscribe, guys. It would really mean a lot to me. And also leave a like down below. And yeah, thanks you very much for watching, guys. And see you in the next videos. See you in the next live streams. See you, guys. And stay safe.